Day 4, Monday. Jukai. We're gonna, like I said before, we're gonna walk backwards. What did we do before the warehouse? We went to Marble, so let's go there. Marble, Monday.
Are you okay, honey?
Huh?
About last night. Well, at 3 in the morning anyway.
You know about it?
It's on every channel. You have the face of a ghost. Do you want a glass?
I don't think that's a wise idea, Mama.
I don't need a drink. I need information. Do you have anything?
Well, let's see. I do have... I suppose you could call it intuition.
Tell me.
Alright, before we start that, let's look at the files. Androgynous morphine released in the brain. Relieves pain, calms nerves, and creates a feeling of euphoria. Totally unrelated to dolphins. I love the author in this. Although he does give us really weird stuff. Right, Big Mama? Let's have a look at her. Mama is polishing a dried bonito. I still don't know why. There must be a purpose for polishing a dried piece of fish. And I don't know what it is. Or maybe it's like some kind of sexual innuendo that I'm too innocent to understand. Anyways. Information about the incident.
The Kumakuras are involved in this case. Remember what I told you before? That there's a relationship between Ren and the Kumakuras? Shoko also has a relationship with them.
Yep, I pretty much gathered that.
You know about her dealings with the Kumakuras, right?
Yep. She's a scandalous bitch who use lies to get what she wants.
So basically, 2 of the victims are linked to the Kumakuras. That must mean they're involved somehow, right?
Not 2, 3.
3? Iris?
No, not that one. The boy.
No.
He came here last night?
No, no way. Oda is linked with the Kumakuras? No way.
Ota?
Yes, from Matsushita Diner. He's linked to the Kumakuras as well.
Wait, how? How is this idiot linked with the Kumakuras? Ugh. Wait, don't tell me. He took a loan from them. Right? He took a loan from them. He owes them money. That's the only way I can think he's linked with them. He's a secret child. Ooh. Nah, highly doubtful. He's got a parent. He's got both his parents. How is he linked, Mama? I don't get that. How is Ota linked with the Kumakuras?
Have you heard the rumor?
Mama told me a similar story to Iba's about Sosijima and the Kabasaki district. Okay. The basic idea is this. 8 years ago, So sold his land in the Kabasaki district for 30 billion yen. Half a year later, an explosion at the chemical plant caused the land prices to drop drastically. So he bought back the land for 1 billion yen. Almost like he knew beforehand that the accident would happen. Did So blow it up or conspire to blow it up? No, that wouldn't make sense. So wouldn't gain anything from that. I don't know. How about $29 billion? Well, billion yen. He would end up with 29 billion in cash and 1 billion in land. It's a net zero. But there's more to the story. I wonder what that is. About So and the Kabasaki district.
The Kumakuras own a handful of real estate companies. They of course look legit, but they're Yakuza fronts.
Yeah, I gathered that.
I'll call those real estate companies the KE to keep it simple for you.
Thank you.
The KE followed in So's footsteps. They bought up land in Kabasaki.
Oh. Okay. So I'm assuming they bought up the diner or something? Or maybe the place? About So and the Kabasaki district. Continue.
Now, back to So. Have you heard of the plans for the casino in Kabasaki?
No, I have not.
So was the one who came up with it.
I was born and raised in Kabasaki. I remember the landscape of my childhood, and I loved it dearly. But look at Kabasaki now. When I see images of the destruction on television, my heart aches like it's being chopped to pieces.
Oh wow, the way he spins it, eh?
but I promise you, I will revive the Kabasaki district at any cost. Casino Town Kabasaki will give new life to the city.
This bastard. He's just in it for the money.
After that, So moved fast. He submitted the bills he needed to the National Assembly after drumming up support in the right places. The bills passed, and it became an official government initiative.
Decontamination efforts therefore increased at a rapid pace in the Kabasaki district. At the moment, the area is still considered off-limits. However, the air in Kabasaki is currently purified to such an extent that it has no negative effect on the human body.
If the plan goes smoothly, land prices in Kabasaki are going to skyrocket. And all that land is owned by the KE. And by So himself.
That's right.
The land he bought back for 1 billion will be worth 10 times that soon.
He's involved in some shady business.
Yeah, no shit. He's a politician.
This is just another rumor, but the chemical plant exploding was no accident. It was done intentionally.
Yeah, I figured as much.
By So and the Kumakuras, you mean?
But there's no hard evidence of that. It's just gossip.
What about Ota and the Kumakuras?
What were we talking about again?
Ota and the Kumakuras.
Oh, right. You know how Matsushita Diner is close to the Kabasaki district?
Yep. I got it.
The chemical plant explosion made times hard. Foot traffic went down, sales declined.
I get it. He must have taken a loan.
No wonder it closed down. Ota must hold a grudge. Someone caused that explosion. And if it was intentional, oh, he'd hate them even more. That's how I link Ota to the Kumakuras.
Oh! Okay. I thought he had a proper link, not like this speculation link. Come on, Mama. You're supposed to be the Intel hub. Say goodbye.
Thank you, Mama. I don't know if what you told me will lead to anything, but...
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to waste your time.
No. Thank you for wasting my time. I mean, it's not like I had anything better to do. Passive-aggressive much.
No, it was very helpful.
I'm glad I can help, even if it's just a little.
Well then, be seeing you.
Come back anytime.
Alright. The map. Alright, so now we're going to go to Matsushita Diner. Matsushita Diner, Monday. You waiting for more gossip? The place was silent. It was so quiet I felt like I could hear the floating dust. I stepped inside. I thought it was empty, but I saw a shadow in the corner of my eye. It was Mayumi. It was like watching a decaying old tree cling pathetically to the earth. Oh man, this cannot be good. Her only reason of living was Oda, and Oda's gone. Let's have a look at her. She's looking at photographs in her hand. Oh no. Let's go with the classic. I'm sorry to interrupt. She's not gonna say anything, is she? Do you want to talk about it? About Oda.
This is your fault. I heard from the police. Because you didn't take care of Iris. My boy Ota got involved.
Date, I looked into the investigation report. Mayumi confirmed Ota's body early this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry. I want to be alone right now. Did you not hear me? I said leave!
Date, let's go. She is in no state to talk.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, that's rough. Okay. And the other one is... Satays Residence. That was rough. Satays Residence, Monday. When I visited Satays' household, I found Hitomi with a hollow look in her eyes. She let me in and asked me to sit on the sofa. I agreed and sat down. But after that, I couldn't say a single word. The heavy silence weighed on both of us. Flower.
In the language of flowers, the iris means good news and hope. When I saw the flowers this morning, I just knew something good would happen.
Oof.
Iris.
Okay, Hitomi. Let's have a look at you. Hitomi is composed. She's hiding her sorrow deep in her heart. She's gentle but strong. About Iris.
Iris was my everything. We always went everywhere together. Whether it was buying clothes, or going to the movies, or taking a walk, or going shopping at the supermarket. When she was young, she would just hold one of my fingers. Her hand was too small to hold mine. Then it was 2, then 3. And finally she could hold my hand. But eventually, she left my hands altogether. She started crossing her arms, being independent, even though she needed constant attention growing up.
Yep. Let's continue with that.
Her memories are a part of this room. And always will be. When she was a baby, she fell off that sofa and cried and cried. One day she tore up her picture book all over the floor here. Another time she drew with crayons all over the window. She painted my portrait on Mother's Day. Scratches on the floor, chipped plates, burn marks on the table, stains on the cushions. Everything you see. It all holds a memory of her. But why?
Oof, that's rough. About Ota.
Oda was one of my students. I taught him in elementary school. I heard it from the police. Oda tried to help Iris and ended up... I don't know what to say. I have no words.
Can you think of any information?
Hitomi, my entire focus is on this case. Is there anything at all you can tell me?
I don't know if this is important, but...
No, please, tell me.
I may have told you this already. I met Renju's wife Shoko twice before. The first time at the wedding, the second time a month ago. That second time was in the waiting room of the prison.
Wait, what?
Prison?
There's an acquaintance of mine from when we were younger. I visit them a few times a year. And by coincidence, I saw Shoko. I don't think she noticed me, but I recognized her as Renju's wife right away. She was there for the same reason I was, to visit one of the inmates.
Do you know who?
No, I don't. We didn't talk.
Which prison?
Fuchu Prison, in Tokyo.
I knew it.
Fuchu.
Prison?
It's all linked.
I'm sorry to have bothered you. I'll be going now.
I don't know what to do. Thinking about her. Dante, please, you have to catch them. Please. Please.
I will. Trust me.
Oof. Rough. Okay. Well, Before we go to Abyss, let's go to Satays Residence. Satays Residence, Monday. Mizuki is curled up on the sofa. She looked like a small animal frightened by a predator. Mizuki, let's have a look at her. Mizuki is staring at the floor. About Iris. Okay. About Oda. About Akiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Mizuki must know about Iris and Ota.
Of course. The news was distributed heavily across the internet, not just in Japan, but worldwide. 3 days ago, Mizuki discovered her mother's body. 2 days ago, her father's. This morning, 2 of her best friends. It is completely understandable that she is at her mental limit.
Can I be left alone for a while?
Yeah, sure.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
She certainly didn't seem so. But I can't stay by her side forever.
Aiba, contact Abyss. See if they can get Mizuki a good counselor.
Understood.
I stayed with her for a little while, but we didn't speak. Having nothing more to say, I left. Yeah, now that's rough, eh? Alright, let's go to Abyss. Police headquarters, Monday, 4:57 PM. I returned to boss's office to report. But I didn't see her anywhere.
Where did she go?
Well, she isn't always here, correct?
True.
I sat down in my usual seat and decided to wait for boss.
What are you doing?
I thought it would be easier to talk like this.
What do we have to talk about?
A summary of the investigation, perhaps?
What summary? We don't have anything new.
What do you mean? We got the fact that Shoko visited this. Like all the evidence is pointing towards that Fuchu prison. We need to go there.
That's not true.
Huh?
I was curious, so I did some research. About number 89.
Alright, Aiba, let's have a look at you. Aiba is sitting on the desk. To be precise, an image of Aiba is sitting on the desk is being sent to my brain. Okay, so who is number 89?
As you know, he is an assassin with multiple confirmed kills. He is currently serving a sentence at Fuchu Prison. He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
That's what Pewter told us.
After his 4th murder, he was arrested by the police.
What's number 89's real name?
Unknown.
You don't know?
No such person is listed in the family registry. It is possible he is a foreigner, but his nationality is unknown. However, I believe it is safe to say that he was born and raised in Japan.
Okay. What's this relationship between 89 and Shoko?
Unknown. I cannot determine if they have any connection. Approximately 1 month ago, Hitomi Sagan witnessed Shoko in Fuchu Prison's waiting room. I am unable to say for certain that the person she was there to visit was number 89. After all, Fuchu Prison houses 2,000 inmates.
But number 89 knew Shoko's name.
Exactly.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
Doesn't that just sound like
That
Date?
must mean that he knew her somehow.
It is possible.
Alright. What about 89 and the new Cyclops killings?
Pewter claims that there were 2 culprits behind the original serial killings. One was the former chairman of the Kumakuras.
But Rohan committed suicide last year.
That leaves 1 culprit still alive, number 89.
But number 89 couldn't possibly have committed these crimes. He was in jail when each of the murders occurred.
Exactly.
Correct. However, I do not believe it is accurate to claim that he had nothing to do with the incident.
I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
If he was telling the truth, his involvement is possible.
Okay. Let's talk to number 89.
Let's talk to number 89.
I don't know if he's telling the truth or if he's full of it. But he's our last remaining loose end.
Alright. However, we need not go to him. We can bring him to us. If we plan on syncing with him, it would be more efficient.
Can you arrange that?
I can.
Oh, I was more useful than I thought. After cutting through some red tape, number 89 was to be brought to HQ. He took considerable time to arrive, but for some reason, boss never showed up. Man, what are you doing, boss? Police headquarters, Monday, 8:56 p.m. Oh, dude! That's the guy in the dream.
Sorry to interrupt your busy day, but I need you to tell me something. I'd appreciate your cooperation.
It is the guy in the dream, right? Let's have a look at him. 89 is sitting in front of me. Should have expected more. What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't remember.
You're not useful to me. Where are you from?
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso is a republic in West Africa. Population 17 million.
What the hell are you doing here?
I don't have time for your jokes.
You're the original Cyclops killer, aren't you?
That's right. I was one of the culprits behind the case 6 years ago. One of the 2 Cyclops killers.
Do you know Shoko Nadami?
Yeah, I guess I do.
About a month ago, Shoko visited Fuchu prison. Was she there to see you?
That's right.
What did you talk about?
Nothing special.
You're in no position to lie.
I'm not lying. She didn't come to hear me talk.
Then why did she come?
To meet me.
Meet you?
She probably just wanted to see me.
That's weird. When did you first meet Shoko?
A long time ago. I don't remember exactly when.
What's your relationship to her?
A physical one.
Oh! Oh! So this is the one she was cheating on. Cheating with. Sorry.
I'm kidding. She was just a business partner.
Ah, okay. Getting my hopes up there. Who killed Shoko Nadami?
Alright, let's get right down to it. 2 days ago, you called Investigation HQ and said, I know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
It's done. You've got a deal.
Alright. But to explain it properly, I need to tell you a story. It might take some time. Is that alright with you?
I've got nothing but time.
Then let's get started. The story of a lonely assassin.
Oh, great.
Once upon a time, there was a detective, full of righteous justice. Let's call him F.
For failure.
F found the evils of the world intolerable. F had no parents, no siblings, and grew up in an orphanage since he was born. He suffered every kind of abuse imaginable there. It led him to despise all the evils of the world. One day, F was chasing a thug down at the harbor. Someone wanted for the assault and murder of women.
Is he talking about himself?
I get it. I'll just throw down my knife. Here. And you lower your gun. It's fine. I got nothing else on me. I'll go quietly.
Never trust somebody that says that.
You know, I have a history with hospitals. I've been going to a special hospital for a while. Even if I get caught, it's all good. I'll come right back out again. What should I do next time? Just thinking about it gets me excited.
Oh.
The culprit was unarmed, but F never served a day in prison. The case went to trial for some time, but it was determined to be self-defense, and he was declared innocent. If the truth got out, it would be a huge scandal for the police. People at the upper level were terrified of what might happen, so they had evidence fabricated. F wasn't suspended or disciplined at all. After a while, he returned to his job like nothing happened.
Okay.
That was a turning point for him. He was ready to shed the morality that was weighing him down, holding him back. F still wanted justice, and he was willing to dispense it to the immoral one by one.
So want to be Judge Dredd, eh? Judge, jury, and executioner.
He became an assassin, a lone gunman. No agent, no employer. He was his own man. F believed that he was judge, jury, and executioner.
Just like I said.
But it didn't last long. One day, F got rid of a criminal we'll call X. X was responsible for defrauding and killing an innocent old man for his life insurance policy. Turns out, X had connections. Someone wasn't happy that he died. Rohan Kumakura, chairman of the Kumakuras. X was a top executive of the Kumakuras at the time. Rohan ordered his men to find and kidnap F.
Oh, damn.
I've done some research. I know you've cleaned up at least 18 pieces of scum from this earth. But somehow there hasn't been a single criminal investigation. They're all treated as suicides, accidents, or natural causes. Amazing work. I'm impressed. How about you work for us? Of course, you have the right to say no, but it'll be the last word out of your mouth.
F was trapped. Even if he somehow survived, he would be looking over his shoulder for the rest of his life. He had no choice but to take Rohan's offer.
Oh, damn.
Thus, F's self-employment came to an end. He became a hired gun of the Kumakuras. Rohan even gave him a code name, Falco, named for the falcon, a bird of prey.
That's why we named him F.A.
Falco didn't quit his job as a police officer, though. He worked as a detective by day, assassin by night, at the will of the organization. An ordinary killer would need motive to take a life, but not Falco. He did as he was told, one target after another. It didn't take long to destroy his heart completely.
And also, how the fuck is the evidence not piling up against this guy?
Time passed, and a few years back, Falco, who by this time was exhausted in body and spirit, made a fatal mistake. He missed his mark and ended up taking a bullet to the stomach. Somehow, he managed to escape. After reaching a nearby shrine, his legs finally gave out under him. He had no strength left. He put his back up against the shrine and let out a moaning breath that he thought might be his last. But at that moment, in his darkening vision, he saw a woman approach him. He watched her take out her phone and dial for help. At the same time, he heard footsteps of at least 2 people closing in. He knew immediately that they were after him.
Okay, so this is definitely Hitomi. You know, and it matches Date's dream.
He sprung into action, grabbing the woman and pulling her close, kissing her to keep her from talking. That was the first encounter between Falco and the woman. She was a teacher at some school. It was like she was from a totally different world than him.
Yep, that's Hitomi.
Listening to her talk, he would forget everything about his line of work. She was his only contact with the ordinary, mundane world. They met in secret a few more times, and Falco felt his heart grow warmer. Her smile and kindness were like a cold glass of water for Falco's parched heart. Falco started to become himself again. His former self. He swore on his life that from then on, he would live for her.
So, you want to go clean? Fine. Do as you please. You've done a lot for us. But there is one last thing.
Oh, it's always one last thing.
One final job I want you to do for me. It's nothing major. This woman and her daughter. I need you to dispose of them. Should be simple, no?
I betcha it's Hitomi and Iris.
Rohan handed Falco a picture of a woman and a girl. It was the teacher Falco met at the shrine.
What did I say?
And her daughter. She had just turned 12. Why the two of them? Rohan, as usual, never gave a reason. And Falco had no intention of carrying out the kill. But if he didn't, he knew that someone else would. He thought long and hard. How was he going to keep them safe and get out of the life of crime? He couldn't find an answer, no matter how hard he thought. He was backed into a corner. So, he decided to call on an old friend for help. And then...
silence. Then silence? Really? So that's why Iris had some memories of the killer. Yeah, maybe. But doesn't explain why she had memories of the 4 original killings. For some reason, he wouldn't open his mouth again. Oh, if you ain't talking, you're useless to me. Why did you stop?
Why did you stop?
What does that mean? Okay. Was that the whole story?
Was that the whole story?
Useless. Look at him. He's not talking. Alright. You mentioned a detective.
You mentioned a detective.
Dude, let's just think. He's not gonna talk. What's the connection between that and Shoko?
What's the connection between that and Shoko?
Yeah, he's not gonna talk. Answer me!
Hey, answer me.
This is a transaction, remember? Until I get a guarantee that you'll uphold your end of the bargain, I'm not telling you anything else. I'll give you half up front, half later.
God damn it.
If you want to hear the rest of my story, you better start the release procedures.
Yeah, but how do I know any of your story is actually real?
Once they've cleared, I'll tell you everything.
Date, it is unlikely that number 89 will uphold his promise, even upon release.
Yeah, let's just sync with him. Cut the middleman.
Pewter,
Yes?
start the preparations.
For what?
What do you think? The sink.